Welcome to Lone Tar YouTube videos. This video we are going to demonstrate how to recover to a different server with different hardware with Airbag. This is the latest version of Airbag that comes with Lone Tar version 4.4. It's not released yet. It will be released August 25th and the version number is 2710. What we are restoring to is a Dell PowerEdge 310 running a 4-drive RAID-10 configuration. We are restoring from, which is what the Airbag media was created on, a HP ProLiant single drive server, no RAID, non-RAID. So we're going from a non-RAID server, CentOS 4, 6.4, to a RAID server using just an Airbag boot CD and a Lone Tar master backup. First thing you're always going to do with Airbag is you're going to test option. And right away we get a failure because there's missing drivers, which is expected. We'll test the backup device. Everything's missing drivers, so we need to insert them. Now I know what drivers we need to insert and in what order we need to insert them. So to find out what drivers you might need, look at our FAQ database under Airbag and look at how to determine what drivers are missing and how to insert them for later use. So first thing I need to do is I need to go into the shell prompt and I'm going to have to insert the modules in the specific order. I'm missing 3 in this case. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to insert mod 1, which is RAID of, we got to go into the mods directory. With the new Airbag we have a mods directory that has a lot of modules, hundreds of modules. And if you're missing a module, check this directory first. We might already have it in here, and just all you got to do is insert it, and then you can talk to your new hardware. So I'm going to insert the first one, which was dealing with the RAID class. Next thing I'm going to insert the module I'm missing is the SCSI transport SAS driver. And then the last one I'm going to insert is the one that deals with the hard drives on the RAID controller itself. And sitting there thinking about it because it's actually getting the drives active for Airbag to use. Now when that's done, now I can insert my USB hard drive. And we are ready to do the test again. Now no prior, it failed. Now we can test it. Successful access of the hard drive, and then we got our listing of files, available files on our USB hard drive. So we're good to go. We can proceed now with the automated restore or guided step-by-step restore. So in this case, if we do an automated restore, look at the configuration. Our current drive is the 150 gig 4-drive RAID, and we're coming from a standard 40 gig hard drive, single drive, no RAID. So in the old version, it didn't have a guided step-by-step for LVM. So we can say yes to this, but it will only restore the saved information, or we can answer no and go to the guided step-by-step restore, and with the new version, we can actually do a guided step-by-step with LVM. So I'm going to proceed with this route, and I'm going to print my Fdisk table, which I have just already configured it for the new size difference. If you want to look at the old size of the original configuration, you can hit Alt F3 and it will show you the original configuration. So I'm going to write and quit. And if you need any help with the Fdisk that we just did, you can go to the Fdisk Help screen on our FAQ database for Airbag. It just basically shows you the tools you can use, the different keys, shortcut keys to performing Fdisk utility. Now here it's asking us the size of the logical volumes. If you have more than one logical volume, please note that the 150 gig is total for all LVMs, total. So if you have more than one, you might use one for 50 and then use one for 100. But in this case, we only have one, so I'm going to do the whole 150 gig. And I'm going to format all partitions. Now we're ready to restore the data. We're going to restore all, A for all. It's going to mount all the file systems and ask for which backup file we want to work with. After the restore is done, it's going to install Grub and check to make sure it's installed successfully. And if you have SE Linux enabled, it restores SE Linux. Now, for a guided LVM step-by-step restore, the last step is swap. We denote 2 gigs if you want, but if, in this case, my system, I can only use 1 gig of swap space. So I'm only going to use 1,000 megabytes since it's asking for it in meg. And now I'm ready to press enter, reboot my system. Successfully recovered a non-RAID configuration Linux server to a RAID configuration with a simple airbag and Lone Tart master backup.